Forward, number 43, Jeff McDonald.
Jeff McDonald for the Trojans at forward. You mentioned previously the fact that Moira has such a young team. This is great for the future. The Moira team is basically a grade 11 team. Jeff McDonald is in grade 12. Brent Woods is in grade 13.
For Moira.
For Nicholson, I believe, all
number
of them are in
42,
grade 13.
Bob
Scott
Hitchens.
Duggan. And Ken McGuire, I think, is in grade 12, too.
Yeah. And Dan Cummins, who's now starting.
And for Nicholson at center, number 20, Jason Garnis.
Bob Hitchin and Jason Garnett.
Referees for tonight's game, Bruce Colbert from Coburg and Paul Goodfellow.
Introducing the officials tonight, we have Paul Goodfellow from Belleville and Bruce Kubert from Coburg, and we brought in a Coburg official for the impartial fact that he's from out of town and he doesn't have any allegiance to any school, and I think it was a good idea, Dan.
That's a great move, great move. That way nobody can say that this game had any preference for one team or another, even any remote preference for that fact.
We've got a lot of experience. Both of them are veteran officials, both having worked over 10 years, and they have worked together in provincial championships. So this game, to their way of thinking, is just another basketball game, although it's a pressure game. They've been in that situation before.
This is one question, being that you're a referee, that I haven't mentioned to you, but how do you get up for a game like this? You get up like the players do, you get all excited and prepare for the game?
Mentally, you get the same preparation time that the players do, and for the big games, you get psyched up. And the louder the crowd is, the more you get psyched up, it seems. So we're ready to go. Bob Hitchin, Jason Garnett with the tip-off. Dave Irwin with the ball for the Trojans. Nicholson playing zone, 2-3 zone. They're going to make more, hit that outside shot. Brent Woods, Steve Miller. God, Dan, does that surprise you, Nicholson coming out playing a zone?
I don't think they're quick enough. Their big guys aren't quick enough man-to-man, obviously. So they're obviously they're forcing Moira.
There's a foul called inside on Mike Vandervoort. And fouls could play an important part in this game.
Especially on the big guys. Jason Garnis and Mike Vandervoort cannot get into foul trouble.
Steal by Jamie McCabe on the inbound. McGuire with the ball for the Crusaders. Dan Cummings on the wing. And Dave Irwin comes up with a loose ball. I think the players are a little tight, Dan.
That's expected. Bob Hitchin made a nice play that time, denying the pass inside.
Miller from Moira. Brent Woods on the wing. Moira showing a lot of patience on offense. Jeff McDonald inside, Bob Hitchin. Doesn't go for him. Jamie McCabe with the rebound. Loose ball was tipped away by a Nicholson player, Moira ball.
Nerves in the first couple of minutes of play. That's expected in a big game like this.
Just underway in the first half of the Senior Bay of Quinte final. Dave Irwin. Doesn't go for him. Rebound, Jamie McCabe. Stolen, Brent Woods. Three-point attempt by Brent Woods. Doesn't go. Jason Garnett with the loose ball, and Kevin McGuire, the Nicholson quarterback. And Kevin McGuire, Dan, is the key to the Nicholson attack.
I think he'll be the key to the night.
Basket goes. And I think the foul was on Brent Woods.
Foul on Moira, number 42, Bob Hitchin.
Bob Hitchin
Basket
the foul.
goes.
And Kevin McGuire gets the first basket of the game.
I think you're right when you mentioned that Kevin McGuire is a key. I think he is the key to the game. He has to get that ball inside. And if that inside game is not there, he has to penetrate or shoot himself. So I think he's a key for Nicholson's offense.
McGuire puts the Crusaders.
McGuire completes the three-point play.
3-0. Nicholson pressing. Press was broken by Moira. Jay Davis in the corner. And Jay Davis is not afraid to take that outside shot. Queens, they had a three-point competition at Belleville Kicks and Challenge, and Big Jay Davis at 6'8" won it.
never think that, would you?
No, you wouldn't. There's a three-pointer, doesn't go for him.
Rebound.
And Jason Garnett comes down with the loose ball and the rebound. McGuire, Mike Vandervoort, doesn't go. Garnett with the rebound, doesn't go. Steve Miller with the loose ball. And even the little guys can get the board sometimes.
I've seen three shots taken by both Nicholson and Moira, and they've been way off.
Brent Woods, three-point attempt, and it goes. Brent Woods for three. Tie this game up.
Number 32, Brent Woods.
Moira in a midcourt trap.
Whoa, that's a good call.
Back. Excellent call by Bruce Cougar.
Yeah, good call. I think they're establishing early the outside game of Moira versus the inside game of Nicholson.
Brent Woods just made a three-pointer for Moira. And Dan, you have to like that rule.
Oh, that's great for basketball. Opens the defenses up. When you have a good outside shooting team, it brings the defense out more, opens the middle up, and makes for a lot more exciting basketball.
Dan Cummings, he'll take that long shot too. Jamie McCabe. Travel. Fireball. And the gym is so packed, Dan, that we're going to have problems with the officials. Are going to have problems around the corners getting the ball in play.
Oh, I noticed in the junior game there was a violation because a player's foot just went over the end line there because there were people behind them.
Matt Middleton, Jay Davis, Steve Miller. Two-point attempt. Miller hits from outside. Moira by 2, 5-3. Getting that midcourt trap. Dan Cummings. David McCabe.
Stay with him.
Cummings. Deflected away by Matt Middleton. And Nicholson's substituting now. David Byrne. Scott Duggan coming into the game, replacing Dan Cummings and Mike Vandervoort. And Brad Morton coming into Moira. And for Steve Miller. And Brad Morton is the spark plug for the Moira Trojans.
15, Brad Morton.
Both teams going to the bench early, Dan.
That's good to get everybody in the game early in case you need them later on. Get everybody a feel for the game. That's a good move on both coaches' part.
Moira playing man-to-man. Kevin McGuire, Brad Morton, that's the matchup. Short. Moira ball. Dave Byrne kicked it out of bounds.
That's a great change in defense. That really causes a lot of havoc. You got to be a very poised team to recognize a change in defense, bring the ball back out, and start over again. So that's a good move by Moira that time, changing defenses.
Puts a lot of pressure on the offense, especially on the quarterback to see that and to get his team functioning on his own offense.
You got to pick things up very quickly. That's tough on a point guard.
Matt Middleton outside. Doesn't go for him. Rebound. Kevin McGuire. Nicholson breaks.
Fast.
Danny McCabe. Matt Middleton with a block. He came from nowhere for that
Fantastic play.
By number 24, Matt Middleton.
That was clean. Brad Morton, 3 points. They do count off the backboard too, Dan.
You think he cares?
8-3, Moira by 5. Dave Byrne doesn't go. Rebound, Jay Davis.
44, Jay Davis.
No offensive rebounding right now for Nicholson, and that bodes well for Moira. There was nobody on the offensive boards that time for Nicholson. That's the strength of their game.
Brent Woods from outside.
Rebound.
Jason Garnett, powerful rebound. From the baseline.
Good push.
Brad Morton was caught on the travel in the midcourt trap by the Crusaders.
You're seeing the key. We mentioned Kevin McGuire. So far, he's the whole offense.
Matt Middleton, the big board to Brad Morton.
Rebound from Moira, 24. Matt
Good board by Middleton that time.
Brad Middleton gets up in the air.
He sealed his man well that time. He did a great job, even though he's a lot shorter than Jason Garnett. Sealed him well.
Jeff McDonald didn't have the touch there. Kevin McGuire for the Crusaders. Down by 3, 8-5. 14 minutes to play first half. Dave Byrne from outside. Jason Garnett dominates inside. And Jeff McDonald ends up with the loose ball.
Oh, trying to go behind the back pass that time.
Kevin McGuire. McGuire's got 5. Brent Woods pulls up.
Block.
Jason Garnett blocked it. Brent Woods is calling for the foul.
Coach Smith right now is telling the team to calm down, relax, be more patient, because that full court press, being a young team, you expect that to happen. Just got to calm down, relax, and break that full court press with more passes instead of that much dribbling.
It's tough though, Dan, with the noise in here and
Yes.
the crowd screaming, and you've got this young team, and you want them to be patient, but they just want to get out there and charge around. Mike Vandervoort. Puts the Crusaders up by 1, 9-8.
Oh, good play. Good play that time. Number 44.
Jason Davis.
Jay Davis, yeah.
Dave.
Smart move. That was a smart move. Bring it out.
Mike Vandervoort to McGuire. McGuire staying with their man. McGuire got 7.
Moore has to bring somebody back, give him help, come to the ball. That's better.
Dave Irwin doesn't go. Matt Middleton can't put the rebound.
Leader with the rebound.
They broke the press well that time.
Dave Byrne in the corner. Looks for the baseline. It's not there. Leader recovers. Byrne. Mike Vandervoort inside. Batted away from behind by Jeff McDonald. Nicholson ball.
Yeah. That was good defense by Jeff McDonald.
Subs coming in both ways. Bob Hitchens, Steve Miller from Wire. Dan
Substitution
coming for
for Moira,
Nicholson.
number 42, Hitchens.
12 minutes to play.
44,
Nicholson up by
Davis.
3, 11-8.
Nicholson's superior height right now is the difference so far.
They have a foul called.
Foul on Moira, number 35, Steve Miller.
Steve
his
Miller calls
first,
for the
team
foul.
third.
Kevin McGuire will have 2. McGuire 7 points to this point in the game.
He is the key. He's the key to the game. I look for Brent Woods for his outside shooting to open things up for Moira more.
McGuire has made 3 baskets, but they were very early in the game, Dan, and the last 2 or 3 minutes they haven't scored, so they need a possession. They've got to slow the tempo of the game down and get a basket. Kevin McGuire gets a second.
Makes one. Nicholson 12, Moira 8.
Miller with McGuire.
This full court pressure is causing all kinds of havoc.
Kevin McGuire.
Timeout is Moira.
With Nicholson leading 14-8. And Dan, you mentioned Moira is having problems with that full court press.
With the score, Nicholson
They're
14,
not
Moira 8.
getting the ball. They're not moving the ball by passing. They're attempting to dribble out of trouble. To my way of thinking, that's the worst thing you can do against the press. You've got to move the ball in the air.
Again, you mentioned before, this crowd, being a final young team, put all those factors together, and they're panicking a bit. And that's why I think Coach Ken Smith called a timeout, to show them how to break the press the right way with passing, not to press, not to get too concerned, and just be more patient. That's what he's telling them right now in the timeout.
Moira's ball.
We're 11 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the first half, and already Kevin McGuire has 10 points. Dan, we mentioned earlier, he's the catalyst for these Nicholson Crusaders.
And I think for Nicholson to stay ahead of Moira, they're going to need that kind of play from McGuire all game, because he handles the ball at all times for Nicholson, and they depend on him to get the ball inside to the big guys.
And another turnover. Jeff McDonald couldn't hang on. He's got that rebound.
Rebound, 43. Jeff
14-8, Nicholson up. Brent Woods for three.
Three-pointer.
Misses it. McDonald with the rebound. Oh, doesn't go for him. Good rebound. Hitchin doesn't go.
Rebound, Mike Vandervoort.
Those are 5 misses close in by both teams. Layups missed by both sides up to this point.
Kevin McGuire took that extra step. I think he thought he was in the NBA for a minute, Dan. Steve Miller with the ball for the Trojans. Need a basket here. Doesn't go for them.
Rebound, Dan Cummings.
I think Moria wants to establish they can shoot from the outside. They're going to keep doing that until they do establish that.
Three-pointer.
Oh, great hustle.
Over and back called. Moira ball. The ball was touched by Nicholson in their front court and recovered in the back court. Steve Miller for the Trojans. Brent Woods. Doesn't go.
That's a running hook shot. I'm not sure if that's as far as...
Jeff McDonald called for the foul there.
I've never seen him take that kind of a shot. Is that part of his running hook? I didn't think
I've never seen him take that one either.
I have to ask you first. I think he was just caught in the air. He had to do something with the ball.
10:37 to play, first half in the senior Bay of Quinte final. Nicholson up by 6. Jason Garness, rolling hook shot. Dave Irwin with the rebound.
Rebound, Moira, number 23. Dave
Brent Woods
Irwin.
on the wing. Back to Steve Miller. Steve Miller is called for the block.
Fouls on Moira,
Second
number
foul.
35. Steve Miller.
Steve
his
Miller that
second,
time looked up
team fifth.
on the crossover dribble, just lost control of the ball, knew his mistake and just dove for it.
Moira,
Unfortunately got called for a
44,
foul.
Jay Davis. For 43, Jeff McDonald.
Steve Miller with 2 personals. Moira with only 8 players. Fouls can become important late in the game. Dan Cummings. Brent Woods with the
Rebound,
rebound.
Moira, 32. Brent Woods.
Steve Miller. Under 10 minutes to play, first half. Moira has made a basket in a long time.
Block, Jason Garness.
Oh, Kevin McGuire. Good play by Jason Garnett to block that shot. Jason Davis with the ball from McGuire. Kevin McGuire with the air ball. That's unusual, Dan.
Right now at this point, McGuire is in a stage whereby he's getting a little bit too emotional.
Jay Davis for 2.
Jay Davis.
McGuire need that basket.
They've got to show they can shoot inside, and Jay Davis just proved that.
Kevin McGuire to Dan Cummings on the wing. 3-pointer. Paul Leader slides in on that weak side for the rebound and 2 points.
Nicholson's going to rely on a lot of that. They hope that the big 3 inside can get the offensive rebound.
Brent Woods, 3-pointer from outside.
Brent Woods.
Nicholson by 3, 16-13.
I think Brent Woods has to establish to be the leader of this team.
Mike Vanderwood on a great pass by Kevin McGuire.
That was a
basket.
beautiful
Nice
pass.
pass.
Yeah, the pass made that basket. McGuire is playing one heck of a game so far.
Bob Hitchin inside, and Jason Garness was way over the basket.
Jason
on that.
Garness.
Almost deflected, and Bob Hitchin was shooting over the rim. McGuire for Nicholson. Paul Leader.
A little bit of extracurricular activity inside there.
And a foul called away from the ball.
Foul on Moira, 44.
Jay Davis scored.
You made a good point when we were talking before the game started about letting the inside big guys play and bump around as long as you don't use the hands.
And I think the call there was a hold, so there must have been some hand movement. Oh, Matt Middleton from behind. We got to learn, like sometimes you're going to get those blocks, Dan, but for the most part, any contact from behind is going to be considered a foul.
His first.
I think it's a good move to let the big guys play inside. You see an awful lot more of that in college, letting a little bit more aggressive play inside. Hopefully it doesn't lead to any fights, but it's good for the game.
Vanderbilt misses the first. Vanderbilt has 4 points on the night. At this point in the game, Kevin McGuire has 10. Rebound, Brentwood. Jeff McDonald. Big Jay Davis. Rebound inside, Jay Davis.
Jay Davis.
And the big guys are starting to score for both teams. Miller steals.
Steve Miller on the steal.
And it's a 1-point basketball game.
A little out of control there.
Brent Woods. Brent Woods moved back for the... Brent Woods got possession of the ball, moved back for the three-pointer and traveled. Nicholson by 1, 18-17.
He was pretty casual about that.
Steve Miller with the loose ball from Moira.
The full court pressure has just caught Nicholson off guard, and they're pressing a bit, they're panicking. It's caused 3 turnovers in a row.
Jeff McDonald doesn't go.
Rebound,
Garnett just dominates the board.
I'm surprised even Jay Davis went down on that. Hard to put Jay Davis down.
I think Jay thought he had the ball. Jason Davis is called for the foul.
Well, Jason Garnett, as you can see, has just amazing jumping ability.
44.
And Jay Davis
his second.
is not quite as blessed with that jumping ability, but he has a wide body, and if he could seal and box out Jason Garnett, that's going to be his big job of the night.
Coming into the game for Nicholson now, Jeff Garnett.
For Moira.
So we have both Garnett brothers in the game. Matchups, Davis and Jeff McDonald. 7:06 to play, Crusaders by 1, 2. Garnett hits the first of a 2-shot. First point of the basketball game.
That's surprising. Usually he's very strong every part of the game.
Dominated the boards at both ends. Gets the second one. Crusaders up by 3.
With both Garnesses in there.
For Moira, 42. Bob Hitchens.
With both Garnesses in there right now, you're going to a more aggressive.
To Jeff McDonald, he's got a layup. Oh, and he missed it. Jump ball, and it goes to Nicholson on the jump ball.
I think McDonald that time was in the middle of either should I jam it or should I lay it off the glass, and he had to make a decision when he was up there.
He heard Jason Garnett coming in behind him
so?
and was intimidated a little bit. Anyway, tough shot to miss. McGuire. Jamie McCabe on the wing, looking inside. Dave Byrne. Pointer doesn't go. Brent Woods. To Jeff McDonald. Back to Brent Woods, to Brad Morton.
Oh, bad pass.
Again, we mentioned Brad Morton's coming right out of midget basketball, and sometimes in a game like this, tough to do.
Oh.
Matt Middleton to Bob Hitchens. To Brad Morton. Matt Middleton to Brent Woods.
3-pointer.
Doesn't go. Jason, Jeff Curtis that time with the rebound. Kevin McGuire, Crusaders by 5. Dave Byrne from the outside, it goes for him.
And Byrne.
2 in a row for Dave Byrne.
He's got pretty well balanced scoring now for Nicholson. It's always a plus to have Dave Byrne shooting from the outside. Nicholson in general is not an outside shooting team. They rely mostly on their offensive rebounding and inside work.
Interesting right now in terms of fouls. Moira have committed 8 fouls, the Crusaders only 2. And Moira does not have the bench to give up fouls like that. Steve Miller from outside.
3 points. Steve Miller.
That's 8 for Miller. Kevin McGuire. Doesn't go.
Oh.
Just Darness inside.
Darness.
Steve Miller. Brent Woods. To Dave Irwin.
Nice pass.
Brent Woods. Dave Irwin inside. It doesn't go. Bob Hitchin inside for 2. And some of these little guys, Dan, are sneaking in on that weak side for rebounds.
That weak side is going to be a gold mine before the night's over.
Three-point attempt. No.
Oh.
Pass to Dave Byrne. Doesn't go.
Oh.
And Brent Woods ends up with the ball. Dave Byrne is called for the foul. And it is getting physical inside again.
Fouls on Nicholson, number 12, David Byrne.
There have been flare-ups in the past for these two teams when it gets a little bit physical down there.
Under 5 minutes to go, first half. Nicholson up by 4, 26-22 in the Senior Bay of Quinte final. Dave Irwin. 2 points, Dave Irwin.
23, Dave Irwin.
Jamie McCabe. Jeff McDonald. Brent Woods.
Again, the game is established just the way we thought. Outside game Moira, inside game Nicholson.
Steve Miller, 3-point attempt. Oh, doesn't go for it. Bob Hitchin inside for 2.
We got a tie game.
26-26. Dave Byrne goes to the rim. It is hot for the Crusaders.
That's a...
And Jeff McDonald violated on the inbounds. I think he stepped in with the ball, and it's going to be Nicholson ball into the basket.
Oh.
That should never be allowed to happen. It's never allowed, yeah. Bob Hitchin fell asleep there. Dave Irwin for 2.
Dave Irwin for 2.
I'm looking down right now. Every time Mark down 2 points, I look back up and there's another 2 points. They're really scoring.
Dave Byrne from outside again, and he's got it.
I think Moira better get out on that baseline.
Somebody's not playing any defense. Nicholson ball.
For the most part, Moira's having some problem with this. Actually, both teams are having problem with full court pressure.
Especially on the sidelines, Dan. Like, you've got to take, if you're exerting pressure on another team, you're using the sideline as another player. You've got to bring the ball up the middle. You've got to force the team to play defense the whole width of the floor.
3:14 to go in the half. The score, Nicholson 32, Moira 28.
Moira has called a timeout with a little over 3 minutes to play. And you mentioned, Dan, it's Nicholson's inside game, Moira's outside game, and then all of a sudden Dave Byrne comes along and pumps in 4 2-pointers from way outside.
That's an added bonus for Nicholson. Like I said before, for the most part, they go inside with their big guys, and if they get anything from outside, that's just a plus. Now, on the other hand, Moira has the horses inside to go inside. Like Bob Hitchin just picked up 4 points on offensive rebounds.
But Moira so far, 4 3-pointers already tonight. And for a senior high school team, that's pretty good shooting from outside. Granted, the percentage, like they might only be making 1 out of 3 of them, but it's certainly, if you can make that 3-pointer, it's going to force that defense to soften up.
I think both of us agree that this 3-point rule this year has just made basketball all that much more exciting, and actually the players just love that.
It also, Dan, in addition to being exciting, it gets them shooting. It gets them, the 3-pointer is almost as exciting as crowd-pleasing as a dunk now. Dan Cummings inside Mike Vandervoort. Doesn't go for him. Bob Hitchin with the rebound.
Bob Hitchin with the rebound.
Oh, Matt Middleton travels. Good defense by Jamie McCabe there, forcing that turnover.
Traveling.
Kevin McGuire. Jamie McCabe taking the baseline. Oh! And goal.
Jamie McCabe. Fouls on 42, Bob Hitchin.
Bob Hitchin's second personal foul. Good drive by Jamie McCabe.
He's a left-handed dribbler, left-handed shooter. He put up the ball with his right hand going down left side baseline, which is an unusual play.
Doesn't go. Dave Irwin with the rebound. Steve Miller. Under 3 minutes to play, first half. Crusaders by 6, 34-28.
Well, for the most part, it seems like Nicholson's controlled play, but Moira's hanging in there, only behind by 6, and that bodes well for them.
Fouls on number 4.
Dan Cummings, first personal.
His first. Team
Jeff
4.
McDonald will have 2.
2 shots.
First Moira player at the line tonight, and we're almost over the first half. This is the first one.
This is the first.
Chance the biggest team within 5 points.
I recall games in the past when Moira had the finals, and the Moira contingent was doing that. And here in the background,
Donald misses them both. Hitchens with the rebound.
Bob Hitchens giving Moira that size inside, and he's getting a lot of rebounds.
he's going to be very important before this night is over.
Down,
Steve Miller. Doesn't go for it. Mike Vandervoort with the rebound. To McGuire. Man coming.
Oh.
Mike Vandervoort called for the foul over the back. Little too anxious to get in there on the board.
I think Vandervoort that time wanted to take the ball and the man into the basket.
His second, team 5th.
2 minutes to play. First half. Good defense, Mike Vandervoort there. He's held his ground straight up and forced Bob Hitchens to alter the shot. And then Jeff McDonald makes a good defensive play at the other end of the court.
You notice that Moira's gone. As soon as the Garnesses go out, Jason Garnes, Moira goes inside.
Mike Vandervoort doesn't go for him. Good follow.
Oh, good block.
Bob Hitchens ends up with the ball. Jump ball, goes to
Moira.
Bob Hitchens made a fantastic block against Mike Vandervoort that time. He's playing a strong game.
Substitution, Moira.
Hard to believe
44,
he's only in grade 11, Dan. 16 years old. Like, he has got a future in basketball,
Garnes
boys.
for 21.
Well, I think so far he's been the strength of on the boards, the strength of Moira. He's got 6 points, and he's also got numerous rebounds.
Brent Woods, 3-pointers back into the game. Jay Davis doesn't go for him. Jason
Garnes
Garnes
with the rebound.
Minute and 20 seconds to play, first half. Kevin McGuire banks it. Nice touch. Steve Miller.
A little contact there. I'm sure the referee let it go. Jay McCabe did.
Nicholson basketball.
Jay McCabe hit Steve Miller, but Nicholson ball.
3-pointer, no good.
Oh, great hustle by Miller.
Travel.
Bravo.
Jason Garnes went down heavily.
Rebound, Jason
Jason
Garnes.
Garnes with the rebound, and Jason Davis is down.
You don't see much basic basketball here. Squaring up, all kinds of things going on.
Matt Woods comes up with the loose ball. And Dave Irwin could not get the handle of that pass.
Look at Coach Ken Smith. He said, calm down, boys. Relax.
32 seconds to play, first half. Crusaders by 8.